Grave.
12,500 more. 12,500 more. 18,000 total.
I think.
35-year-old farmer from Antrim has a question to answer. With two little ducks, it's going to be a negatory. Big raise with the nines.
Line, please.
Well, we haven't seen too much of these guys, so we don't know what's been happening beforehand.
Very true, Padraig.
2,000.
And one would assume they haven't seen much of each other either.
2,000. Forward, 2,000.
Plenty of folding at this table.
Raise.
Now, we get a little bit of
7,000
action.
total. 5,000 more to call.
I like his poker face. I mean, he looks like the guy that sat beside me at the dentist.
Check. Check or bet.
Well, Panting's
Check.
an open-ended straight, so I checked it. No continuation bet from Masters.
Check or bet.
This is the ace looks like good news for Masters, but Panting's got a two-way hand now. Straight
Yep.
draw, flush draw.
Yep.
6,000.
Mind you, despite the straightening and flushing possibilities, he's still a 2-to-1 underdog.
Check.
There it is.
Well, you know, you can't really fault Masters for not betting the flop there, because there's so many continuation bets these days that sometimes guys will check to you expecting the continuation bet, so you got to vary your play. I mean, sometimes do it, sometimes not do it. This time it's backfired for
18,400.
Masters. Though we might have got caught by the open-ended straight anyway by Panting and get into even more trouble in this hand.
Can't believe it that he's lost to the diamond flush. Panting wins a nice big pot. Masters
This change.
takes a bit of a dent into his chip stack. Look at him nodding his head. He knows he shouldn't have called that.
2,000.
I'd have called.
Raise to 5,500.
So the boy puts some chips in front of him.
Yeah, interesting interview with Roy. I mean, he thinks that people maybe try to look a little bit too good on TV. He's always been watching some of his early career. He seems very focused. You know, he's got a good record in this event, Roy. He went very, very deep. I think in that one in juries a few years ago. Got down to the last couple of tables with a lot of chips.
And do you think a player's performance and strategy changes because he's on the televised table?
Yeah.
Because he knows that people will be watching his hands afterwards?
Well, that used to happen in the old days, but these days you're kind of nearly expecting guys. You know, it used to be guys used to freeze on the TV table. If you're on the TV table, you could run all over them. But now, but a lot of guys nowadays, a lot of guys get to the TV table, and because they're on TV, they start making moves that they wouldn't make if they were down in the bottom left corner. It's
9,000.
Max
Sweeney's out again here with a cut shot.
What a squeeze.
I like this kid.
Roy's not letting him away with it that easy. But I can't see how Graham Masters can call. And he doesn't. Brindley raised it. I thought that was just a call.
A lot of players would have just called with it, but you know, you can do it both ways. You know, when you ask about, you know, I mean, how should somebody have played a hand? I mean, the answer is that maybe there's different ways of playing it, and sometimes the answer is, well, you just vary it. You know, you can't become predictable at this game.
Whatever way results in the chip sitting in front of you is generally the most preferred route for myself.
That's one way of looking at it.
I've never won a hand badly.
Raise. 5,400. Re-raise all in.
This guy's good. Wow.
Well, he's got something this time. There, Pantling has the decision. 10-jack offsuit against the ace-queen offsuit. Not a pretty position to be in for Pantling. I don't think he can make this call, can he?
I think he might feel he's priced in.
16,000.
Into a 34,000 pot.
He's,
I hope so.
he's getting the best of this mathematically.
Well, he does call.
He's less than a 2-to-1 shot.
4, 5, 6.
God, I hope
flop.
McSweeney wins this pot. I certainly don't want to see him getting out. He's a whole load of fun.
He needs a 10 or a jack. Ah, he misses it.
Oh, there's definitely a horses back in it now.
So McSweeney takes down the pot. And
What's it like being two poker players in the one household?
It's not so bad. It depends what kind of attitude you have. I mean, but like both of us have got the same kind of attitude to the thing. It's, you know, if you can't stand the heat, the kitchen isn't a very good place to be. So you know, we take it very seriously, but we don't let it interfere with our lives as soon as we stop playing. I mean, you just get it out of your system and get on with it. Otherwise, it'd be hell.
Vero, you're still in the ladies tournament, which is also going on alongside the main event. How are you getting on? You're obviously representing the partnership much better.
Well, I'm delighted because I was down very, very low. So I thought I was going to be out like a little while ago. Now I'm back in reasonable shape. I've got about that rate. So I'm really thrilled to be still there. Like.
Someone's got to put the bread on the table, is that right?
Well,
I hope so.
so, welcome back to our feature table. You saw a couple of the young guns, up-and-coming faces before the break there. A certain Veronique and Padraig. I think they're going to be big in this game.
It's only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time. Cosgrave raises it up. 7,000. 3.5 times the big blind. Blind's now 1 in 2,000, folks. And
Call 7,000 here.
Graham wakes up with the big slick.
7,000. Fold. 7,000.
Squeeze fight thing, can you explain it to me? I'll leave that to you.
Fold. 5,000 more. Fold.
Pantling's in there as well with the 8-9 suited.
3 players.
Master's our favourite going into the flop, and here it comes. 6, 10, deuce, 2 clubs.
Check. Check red.
Pantling with the flush draw.
Fold 19,000.
Good bet.
Fold.
Hot starter. Hot starter. What is yours?
8-9
Yeah,
jump.
just flush on a straight draw again.
Big
So you were winning it.
Pantling takes down another pot.
2,000 to play.
And this is a game you either love or hate, depending on the time of the day it is. It can swing pretty quickly, but that's the beauty of it.
Isn't it just?
Fold.
So we see the boy fall down. See Thierry Barou fall down as well.
I think Pantling has raised this from an early position.
Re-raise all in. Fold. Fold.
Furberg all in. Ace queen suited.
Well, I think Pantling has shown that he's come to play. I mean, it's pretty deceptive raise under the gun with the 8-6 of hearts. I like it. If you hit your flop off that, I mean, they're never going to put you on it. We suspected this guy was a bit of a player.
2,000.
It's becoming a popular place to raise from now under the gun, isn't it? With anything.
2,000.
It's an Irish position.
2,000. Fold. 2,000. Fold.
Black Norton falls down. Back over to Verberg. Wakes up with ladies. Always good.
7,000.
He's Just made it 7,000 here.